Is that Code Talker in the UK Extravaganza top cut? Yeah, it is. Smash every living crap out and subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more excellent content. We will talk about Germany in the morning, but for now I have two deck lists that I want to talk about, and I have the breakdown for top 8 out of the UK, and we'll revisit some more of this later on tomorrow. So the top 8 out of the UK Extravaganza. This is actually exciting. So we had 2 Zoo Brigade in top cut. You know what that means? The small engine that has been built into the Tri Brigade package has been the hard carry for this deck. Probably the last 3-ish weeks, ever since we kind of seen this come out of the woodwork, it has become the dominant build, and they have pretty much just... What's Eldlich, by the way? It doesn't exist. Also note here that this is the first event that we don't have a single Eldlich in top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Think about how crazy that is in terms of metagame progression. Alright, still no Snaky Boys, but that's fine. We have one Dragon Link list here and top cut, which isn't too bad. And then we get down here to the Heat de Resistance, the broken Code Talker list, which we will have here in a second in this video. This, ever since I believe Coder is a major contributing factor to this so far, and a lot of players have kind of seen and, you know, been like cheering for Code Talkers as of late. You know, a very nice change to the metagame, and the fact that we finally get to see this has been good. I'm not trying to discredit anybody else that's played Code Talkers. He's just been the one that I've seen playing it the most, but I am very freaking happy to see Code Talkers come out of nowhere here. We had your standard Shaddoll Dogmatica invoked. We all know that that deck is pretty much always a mainstay contender here. And then we get over here to the Rogue category. Besides Code Talkers, we had Burning Abyss, which we will also have the list here for you guys in a second. Burning Abyss. And then we had Infernoble Knights, which, Infernoble, by the way. That's interesting. And the next to Infernoble, is that Goki? So we had 2 Warrior Toolbox decks make it into top cut, and Goki's kind of been that mainstay contender for a little while here. I always kind of see this deck lurking around like the tier 2 category, and it's basically, you know, a Soul Turbo effectively. Maybe the same thing with Infernoble actually, but they're both basically Warrior Toolbox decks. But that is awesome, man. We have 2 Warrior decks pushing through and persevering. And once again, like I said, yeah, there's no Snake Boys. We've talked about the reason why I don't think there's Snake Boys running around. I think the deck is just based for 4 to 5, maybe 3 to 4 round tournaments, and that's its best strategy. But where's Eldlich? Hey, where's Eldlich at? I think I'm most perplexed about that Eldlich is just where to go. Natural power creep and progression, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, very, very interesting. Now, we're going to pass it on over for some deck lists, shall we? Alright, the first list we have here is actually the Code Talker list for Matthew Price. He sent this over and said, hey, yo, I just got 6-1 at the Extravaganza playing Code Talker. I was like, oh, exciting. So this is what Code Talker looks like in the modern iteration. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of the Code Generator, 1 copy of Cyverse Converter. If all monster you control Cyverse monsters, minimum 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, it is an extender. Alright, you can only summon 1 by this effect once per turn. So, makes sense. We have 1 Dot Scraper for the Revive, triple copies of everybody's favorite Droll and Lockbird Annoyance, 1 copy of the 4 Mud Skipper, 1 copy of the Gotchakiri Adding Nester, triple copies of Corruptor Eldlich. I will say for the most part that obviously handing this to your opponent is going to be a massive use for you. I think it's one of the biggest reasons why I see Code Talkers actually getting the chance to succeed. It's because of this card right here, alright? Card is very, very good. We have triple copies of Lady Debug. Effectively getting to search for any of your, toolbox here is going to be the best value that you're going to get out of this. We have 1 copy of the Link Infra Flyer. You can special summon this card from hand to a zone that your Link monster points to. The only thing that matters is an extender. If you noticed, it's kind of what this whole deck is. It's just extender after extender after extender. We have triple copies of Link Slayer. Interesting enough, we are playing this just for the free. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can discard 2 to pop spells and traps. Honestly, that is a pretty good effect to have. But for the most part, you just care that it's a monster that you can step into and start combo. We have 1 copy of Sigma. And then we have triple copies of Microcoder, our beautiful extender. This and our friend Code Generator up here to link from the hand is really good. 2 copies of Eldlich. 3 does kind of feel a little bit bricky. Honestly, I do think that you will run into some issues as you are building these hands and whatnot. And there's... I really wish it would be like, yeah, you play 3. Nah, 2 is fine. You play 1 copy of the Scrip-On. All right. Wow. It's been a little while since I've seen this guy. I think last time I saw him was in bulk. We have 1 Sea Archiver, then we have 1 Call by the Grave, triple copies of Cosmic Cycle, triple copies of Cynet Codex, triple copies of the Cynet Miting, 1 copy of Cynet Optimization, 1 copy of the Sanctuary. Sanctuary actually is just a free search off of Balinix, because remember, Balinix is just a level 4 lower Cyberse monster, so it is a generic step through for you. We have 1 copy of the Cynet Conflict. You know exactly why you're playing this for the M boards. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Update Jammer, 2 copies of the Transcode Talker, 1 copy of the Talkback Lancer, 2 copies of the Splash Mage, and then we're playing the 1 copy of Shooting Code Talker. I've heard a few opinions for this card. A few people like, Shooting Code's not that good in this deck. While I can understand that, we already are playing 2 Splash Mage as it is. We don't really have the alternative to go with to drop this out. So just having this as a resource for the deck is pretty good. It does come up sometimes. We have 2 Balinix, the 1 Linkaribo, the 1 copy of Firewall, 1 copy of Xcode, 1 Code Talker Inverted, 1 Code Talker, and 1 copy of Access Machine. Side deck here we have triple copies of Lancia, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Dark World No More, 1 Harbeast Feather Duster, 1 Raigeki, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up Code Talkers. Now, as I said, I think it is very exciting that we are finally getting the chance to see this deck succeed in the TCG. All right, when was the last time that we actually got the chance for this deck to do something? Because I promise you, it has been a very, very long time. All right, so next up, we have some more sauce for you guys. All right, the last list I have for you guys for this video is the Burning Abyss list. This was 8th place. This was Keon Bakley's list, and I'm actually very happy with this. This is very reminiscent of Trap BA that we've recently seen out of the TCG here. I believe it was Gabriel Vargas that was playing it. So 50 cards, by the way. So the very, very top heavy on the traps. So we have 1 copy of Absolute King Backjack, 1 copy of Eldlich. We have 1 copy of Baba, 1 copy of Calcab, 2 copies of Sia, 2 copies of Farfa, triple copies of Fiendish Rhino, probably the best card that we've got going for our strategy. Triple copies of Graf, 1 copy of Libic, 2 copies of Scam, triple copies of Tour Guide, and of course, the headliners, 1 and 2 bricks. Down here in the extra deck, we also have triple copies of Pot of Prosperity and 1 Red Ice Fusion. We are not trying to bulk down on too many fusions, alright? 1 is fine. You literally, 2 monsters equals Verte Anaconda, which equals WinCon. Alright, super easy stuff. And then we have triple copies of Fiend Griefing, triple copies of Ice Dragon's Prison, 1 Impure Order, and then we got some sauce. Discard 1 card, target 1 face monster your opponent controls, banish the target and banish all cards with the same name as that monster in the opponent's graveyard. Ooh. So this and Dynamiscus here basically serve the exact same purpose, but we're playing 5 of them things. And then, of course, the old classic Needle Sealing. 4 more monsters on the field. Destroy all face-up ones. Where'd your field go? Where'd your field go? You lost it. Big stinky shame. We have triple copies of Dynamiscus, triple copies of Solemn Strike, triple copies of Torrential Tribute, and triple copies of Trap Trick, wrapping up the main deck here. Extra deck here we have the 1 Trisbania, the 1 Verte Anaconda, the 1 Lynx Spider, the 1 Nightmare Unicorn, the 1 copy of IP, 1 Cherubini, 1 Access Code, 1 Fortune Tune, 1 Downer Magician, 1 Zeus, 2 copies of Dante, 1 Beatrice, 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and 1 copy of everybody's favorite, the Pilgrim. And then we have triple copies of Dimension Shifter. This is actually really spicy. I like this. We have triple copies of Droll and Lockbird, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, and triple copies of everybody's favorite Solemn Judgment Man, wrapping up Burning Abyss for you guys. I do want to add a quick sub note here, though. Trisbani has been seeing a lot more play lately. This has been a little tech I've been noticing in more of the list that I've been taking note of, that this card is starting to come up again. which definitely shows a shift in the metagame, which is actually kind of interesting. So that's pretty cool to see. So guys, we'll be back here later on tomorrow morning, talk more about more extravaganzas, actually, more results, more exciting things. So guys, smash your living crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day. Of course, after you guys leave a comment for this video. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.